Mentally speaking, it's very hard for me to accept the feeling of I'm fat. Now, when I say I'm fat, I'm not saying I'm morbidly obese or obese or anything like that. It's just this idea of this relativity, right? You know, before having this following, before anybody knew anything about me, before I turned the first video clip on of myself training, before I even thought about recording myself, it was just me. And nobody else had to know about any of this. But the moment you start getting some sort of a following, the moment people know about you and your exercising, your journey, your story, it's almost like a degree of pressure. Now, I'm not mentally weak and I'm not really mentally susceptible to feeling down or caring about people's opinions. But I do care about what I think. And it's very hard to put into words, but, you know, not that I'm a celebrity or anything like that, but where I go in my life, people in my life, right? So my family, extended family, my colleagues, people in those types of circles know about what I do and know about the channel, know about the squad every day. And it almost feels like there's a degree of pressure, right? You know, oh, you spend 14 hours a week training and you look like that. Kind of like what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing for 14 hours? Is this all just a farce? Is this all just a freaking... Is this just an editing freaking masterpiece? You're not really training. You're like, what are you doing? Now, obviously, performance is a different thing to aesthetics. And you could have somebody excel in a given sport and not really look like it. But when it comes to fitness, on layman's kind of understanding, fitness means that you'll be in shape. Or... in the case of bodybuilding or strongman, you're not going to look like an average Joe, right? So if I was squatting every day, like when you tell people you squat every day, they basically look down at my legs and they're like, well, I expect like some tree trunks, you know. That's the understanding. Now, obviously, I'm not in the business of making the layman understand what squatting every day is or what Bulgarian is or what weightlifting is. But there's this degree of, even though like I'm insulated a lot mentally and how I am, I still want to feel like I'm doing something positive for the image as well. You know, yeah, look at myself, man. I've been squatting for 3 years. I don't have messy legs. I don't have massive anything. I don't even have a six-pack. I'm kind of like caught in between. Like, I'm not big or strong looking, and I'm not fit and healthy looking. I'm just like a guy that just goes for an occasional walk down the beach. I don't know, man. Like, it just feels like that. It's not the greatest feeling. Like, okay, all right, I've got a gut. But what if I had these big-ass legs on me? You know, and so that's kind of like my trophy that I carry around. He's the squat everyday guy, and you can't, you know, you can understand why he's a squat everyday guy, because look at those legs. I look at my legs and I look like a freaking soccer player, man. In fact, some soccer players will have bigger legs than me. So these type of thought processes start to kind of... find their way inside your skull, and some conversations are happening in between freaking two ears in your head, you know. I don't know. These are just some thoughts that I'm sharing with you guys. This is something that happens in my mind. You know, I'm comfortable in my own skin, but I really would like to look a little better. Appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next one.